on to do more hair tutorials, and I was thinking, what other hair tutorial? I know everyone owns a hair straightener, and I know with a hair straightener you can straighten your hair, and you're like, what else can you do? Well, of course you can curl it. If you've missed my curling hair tutorial, then click right here and I'll have it up there for you. My hair today, I did use a straightener once again, and instead of curling it, I did a wavy look. And it's really easy. My hair is really straight, but this look actually stays on intact for the whole entire day, or maybe even the next day. So it's a really fun look and really easygoing, so I hope you guys really like this tutorial. First, we're going to use a heat protectant serum. I'm using Cheese Silk Infusion. You don't have to use that much, but just accordingly to your hair. We're going to run it through, and try to run it through morely to the bottom of your hair and wherever the heat is going to contact it. This will allow the hair to stay healthy and not be damaged by the heat. We're going to use our straightener, any straightener will do, and I'm going to turn it on and let it preheat to around 375. If you have thicker hair, a higher heat will be necessary. Using claw clips or any clips you have on hand, we're going to section off the hair. There's going to be 3 sections. The first section, I'm going to just clip it up. And you can use as many clips as needed. Alright, make sure you have 2 even sections on both sides. To prep for the hair, we're going to brush it through so that there are no tangles. Use hair ties that are according to your hair. Larger ones for thicker hair and thin ones for thinner hair. I'm going to split my hair into 3 sections and I'm going to start braiding. Simply just over and under, twist, over and under. The most important part is making sure it is very tight. So while you're braiding, make sure to pull and tug on the hair. Alright, now heading towards the end, you can see that some of the layers are falling out, and that is indicating that we are going to tie it. And it's okay to have some hair that are hanging out. Using a tie, we're going to tightly tie the end of the hair. This way, the braids will not fall out. Down to my very soul. Alright, once again, I'm going to separate my hair into 3 sections, and I'm going to just overlap one strand on top of the other. And most importantly, make sure it's tight. Don't be afraid if it's looking a little bit out of place and some hairs are falling out, because you're not going to go out with this hairstyle. It's just so that it will wave your hair. Alright, now we're at the end. We're going to tie the hair once again. You can tie as many times as you wish, just to make sure that it stays in place and the braids do not fall out. You can also use this to go to sleep, and the next day it will be wavy. But we are in a time crunch, so I'm going to be using the heat over it. Laying it flat on the hair piece, we're going to run through the hair with the straightener. This is an easy technique that we can use to ensure that the wave stays on. You can also use this technique all over your hair. Alright, before we were using it flatly against the braid, now we're going to do the other section, which is along the sides of the braid. This will ensure the heat to go through every strand of the hair. But the most important part of this section is that you actually have to let the hair cool. This actually makes the waves look more natural. Remember to hold the hair at the end. You can actually braid all of your hair and go to sleep and it'll still give you the same result the next day. But in order to use a straightener, I wanted to show you how it would be even faster. Alright, now we're going to section off the hair. And the section we use are not going to be that thick, just around 2 inches. And the other part of the hair, you can use the clip to clip it away so that you don't actually tug on it. Alright, now using the straightener, we're going to go all the way to the roots and we're going to go inwards towards the face and then let go, outwards, let go, inwards, let go, outwards, and inwards. Make sure it's inwards at the tip.
Under my feet, I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down.
This is the next section. And again, we're going to clip away the other section so that you don't actually tug on the straight hair. And then again, we're going to go inwards toward the face, outwards, inwards, and then outwards, and then inwards, and then outwards. It actually makes it much faster once you have a lot of practice. So don't think that, oh my gosh, this is taking so long. A liquid hairspray. Make sure that it's a natural feel and the hold is actually strong. We want it to be a liquid hold just so that it actually looks more natural. Spread it into the hair and then we're just going to scrunch it. This will allow the waves to separate and look much more natural.
Start to tremble whenever you're
You're going to notice that this technique is going to give your hair a lot of volume. Alright, again we're going to spray and then scrunch. And here's the next section.
When you look at me that way, I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start to tremble whenever you're around.
And don't be afraid of the steam that's coming out of your hair. It's actually showing that the heat protection is working. It's actually burning off the heat protection and it's steam, which doesn't hurt your hair. And as you can see, the more practice you go through, the faster it is. Alright, last section.
Or something I just can't tame. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumble.
I noticed that for the last section on top, it's actually much prettier if you use smaller sections.
You're around.
going to remove the braids. Just simply slide it off. And then notice that the bottom part is very straight. So we're going to use a straightener, and just only at the tips we're going to move it backwards and forward a couple of times. And this will actually let it blend in much better. And then just remove the braids. See how wavy it looks? And now it blends in with the rest of your hair, and you didn't even have to spend that much time. Once again, go in with the straightener to actually camouflage the tips. Alright, now we're going to release the braids. And you can tell that it's really shiny and very wavy. Yay, we're done! See how wavy it is?